What's up, everybody? My name is John. Welcome back to Madden NFL 23, where today we are going to be going against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I hope you guys enjoy the video.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Buccaneers and the Chiefs on Thursday night prime time.
By the way, guys, I did adjust the difficulty to simulation to give games a more realistic feeling.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Good and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Before I go into simulating the game, I do want to check out what the game factor is real quick.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking.
Love going to throw right away. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Love. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Love now. And that is incomplete.
That was a first down try of the game, including something was in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Godwin, 67 yards. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. First down, Love to pass. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw again on 2nd down. Love to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They find some open field here. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That good for 19 and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
First down, going to the air with Love. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, Love. This is caught. Touchdown. Michael Pittman from 10 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Looking to throw on second down. Green got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
On first down, Green. That ball caught by Slayton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a red. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Now Green throwing on first down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? On second down, a run with Hall. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 15-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
On the jet sweep, this is Godwin. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Godwin ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish it not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing. Love. And this is going to be incomplete. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing on first down. Green. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Green. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Green. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Darius Slayton, 30 yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
The extra point up and good, and it's now 21-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On second down, Love once more. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Love looking to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Love. His throw incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. To throw now. Here's Love. Trying to improvise. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are back within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And some room to maneuver. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Green. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to the ground with Hall. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He has has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Love now to pass on first down. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And going right back to Pittman. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson from 13 yards out. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And here's Green on 1st and 10. That is taken in by Hurst. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Love. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. Room here to run. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And looking at the next-gen stats, boy, what a play indeed. He covered better than 60 yards after that catch. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Love. Complete. Richardson has it. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Love with it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys have now moved out in front. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense set to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Looking to throw. Green. Hard throw. Incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throw left side complete. That's Simmons. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. To throw is Green. Throwing to start the drive. This pass out wide to Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Green. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Green. And that will be incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here is Michael Pittman and the rest of this offense getting set for the upcoming drive. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Final play of the half, Love. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And their quarterback's got to be icing his arm in that locker room as we speak. He is on pace to shatter some long-standing records if this pace keeps up. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Takes it at the 7. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a handoff up the middle. Wilcox on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Right back to him on first down. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Up the middle they go. Wilcox. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, Maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Taylor. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Bennett on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Rose. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now Bennett looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rose. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Wilcox. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilcox. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Here's Bennett on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And his kick here is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Taylor to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Bennett. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowman. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That's pulled in at the 32. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 73 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Bennett. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Point after, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. They go play action now. Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Now it's Taylor. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Again, it's Taylor. Johnson with a completion over the middle. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try again, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. Taylor going to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Bennett now. Off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out.
Just a second, guys.
Now, their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Taylor. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Now it's Taylor. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. That is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Taylor. He finds his man, complete. It's Richardson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now Taylor. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bucs will add to their 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. And out come the Chiefs now. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now Bennett to throw. Throwing to start the drive. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Bennett. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bowman. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Bennett on 3rd and 2. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Bennett throwing on first down. A quick pass here to Godwin. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Now, worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason, but that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Godwin, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to swell the lead to 6. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.